Okay, now this one's really easy. Write an expression equivalent to t. So our job is to find what t equals out of that crap. So we have a proportion, okay? So I know that proportions, I know that this times this is going to equal this times this. I don't need the A, B, C, D. That's for more if I have plus and minus operators. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 1 in front of the x. I'm going to take 1 times 2, which is 2. And then I simply place variables x, t, doesn't matter the order, after the 2. Then I put equals. Now I go the other way, okay? I take 3 times 1, which is 3. Then I'd put yp or py. It doesn't matter, okay? Now remember what you're solving for. You're solving for t, okay? Now all this is multiplication. There's no plus or minus operations going on. So what I do is the side with the t, I underline both sides because it's all multiplied. To undo multiplication, we have to divide. Now we want to get this t by itself, so I'm going to divide by 2 and x, okay? And the same side here. So the 2's cancel, the x's cancel, and now t's by itself. So t is equal to the expression 3py over 2x. If the variables are in different orders, that's fine. It means the same thing. Okay, next, same idea. I go diagonal. So that's a 1. 8 times 1 is 8. And then I just put the variables that are within the product, t and x. Okay, other way, 4 times 1 is 4. And again, I place the variables that are within the product, so that's p and y. Okay, now remember, all these problems we're trying to get t by itself, okay? So here's the side with the t. Well, I'd need to divide out 8, and you got what you do to this side, you got to do to this side. You also got x. And again, you got to put x over there. So t is now by itself. It is equal to 4py over 8x. Now 4 and 8 are reducible. 3 and 2 are not. They have no GCF other than 1. Now we can divide these by 4, and that becomes 1 over 2. So you want to reduce the coefficients if possible. All right, next idea. So, and it doesn't matter which cross product you find first. So I take 1 times 8, which is 8, then I put xp or px, doesn't matter. Then 1 times 5 is 5, and then ty, or yt. So focus on the side with the t. This is all multiplication, okay? So you're going to divide by 5. Don't divide by t, because that's what you're trying to get by itself. Then divide by y. So these cancel and these cancel. And then I just put a 5y on the other side. So t is now by itself is equal to 8xp over 5y. Now 8 and 5, the GCF is just 1, so that's it. Okay, then the next one, you're trying to get t by itself out of the proportion. So put a 1 there. 1 times 5 is 5, and you put xt or tx. Now on the other side, put a 1. 8 times 1 is 8. You don't have to put a 1, you just have an 8, and that would be py or yp. Now here's my side with the t. I need to divide by the other two factors, 5 and x. Now I divide over here by 5 and x, okay? This ends up being pretty much the same as the last one. Okay, so 8py over 5x. 8 and 5 have no GCF other than 1.